It's not just getting older. Marquez and company turns out they were given a crude version of the Ducati GP23, which left Bagnaia confused. VR46 team disagrees. Ducati will only provide 3 factory motorcycles in 2025 Motogp.
Here's the next news. The Ducati Desmosa GP23 motor used by Ducati Pertamina Enduro VR46 and Gresini Racing Satellite Team riders does not appear to be the latest version. Ducati's old bike riders are not as good as they were last season. Motogp 2023 was colored by surprises from Marco Bezzecchi, with the Ducati Desmosa GP22 motor able to record 2 victories and able to win the class. At the same point in the year, not a single victory had occurred. In fact, only Marc Marquez, Ducati Desmosa GP23 rider, is able to compete consistently in the top 3 positions. The great difference in character between the Desmosa GP23 and GP22 motors is the source of their difficulties. A surprising fact was then revealed by Alex Marquez, Gresini, one of the riders given the GP23 Iron Horse this season. It seems that the motor he received this time is not the same motor used by Francesco Bagnaia when he won the World Championship in the last race of the Valencia GP. Last year was different because I got the bike they used to finish the season in Valencia 2022, said Alex Marquez, Crash.net reported. This year, we start with the motor they used to control the 2023 season at the Portuguese GP, he added. Ducati has said from the start that not all of the upgrades from last year will be carried over to the GP23 motor currently used by satellite team riders. At this time, the general manager of Ducati Corse, Gigi Dall'Igna, mentioned that the motor provided is the same motor as Johann Zarco. The former Pramac rider has not applied for a renewal since deciding to move to LCR Honda this season. With the motors of Enea Bastianini, Pecco Bagnaia, and Jorge Martin, we took the Evolution further, but it presented some problems in terms of reliability and performance. So we didn't think that Evolution would be easy to use for the time of independence, so we decided not to put some things there, Dall'Igna told Moto.it. In fact, it is this updating factor that actually gives satellite time racers a chance to compete. With the motor ready, they can focus on chasing speed early in the season when the factory team riders are still perfecting the setup of the new motor. Unfortunately, this scene did not happen this season. The factory Ducati rider is actually looking great with 8 wins from the first 9 draws. The raw version of the Desmosa GP23 motor is not a loser. The proof is that Bagnaia started this season with an opening draw at the Portuguese GP. However, then a problem appeared that frustrated Bagnaia, because he often falls on his own without any warning. We have the best bikes, but if we crash and we don't know why, it's useless, lamented Bagnaia after crashing while leading the 3rd race of the GP Americas. Bagnaia, who is the reference driver, continues to make adjustments. In the second half of the season, he even struggled to overcome the issue of tire skidding when braking. Ducati also provided an update. One of them is the new start assist device, which was not present when the GP23 was tested by Marquez CS during pre-season testing. Alex Marquez hopes Ducati will provide more support. Positive signs came when the GP23 fairing update from the last half of the season was finally released by Ducati to their satellite teams ahead of the mid-season break. I hope from now until the end of the season we can have an update for the motor they use at the end of the 2023 season, said Marquez. Team VR46 disagrees. Ducati will only provide 3 factory motorcycles in 2025 Motogp. Ducati will reportedly only provide 3 bikes with factory machinery for Motogp 2025. Pertamina Enduro VR46 Ducati team director Alessio Salucci disagrees with the decision. Ducati will lose 1 satellite team in Motogp 2025, Ducati Pramac.
The team will leave Ducati and join Yamaha next season. After leaving the team, Ducati plans to field just 3 factory bikes next season. That is, 2 motors will be used for the main Ducati Lenovo team, and 1 motor will be contested by 2 satellite teams, Gresini and Pertamina Enduro VR46. Salucci admitted that he was not at all happy about it. I don't really agree with Gigi D'Orligna in Motogp 2025 because at the moment we will only have 1 bike, whereas we would like to have 2, as we always do, said Salucci, quoted from Speed Week, Tuesday, 16/7/2024. We will try to manage it as best we can, although other manufacturers have produced 4 motors and we have 3. This will be even more unusual because there will be 2 red motors and us, he continued. This situation really makes Ducati lag behind other manufacturers. Because Honda to Yamaha is rumored to provide 4 bikes with factory engines for the main and satellite teams. Salucci said, Pertamina Enduro VR46 has tried its best to manage the motor with the factory engine. He also claimed that Gigi D'Orligna had made his team a reference. We have a great team and great people. We will be a factory team because we don't produce bikes, but when the riders come, they will find a great situation. Even Gigi D'Orligna, Ducati Motogp boss, note, praises our management. They also chose us as the reference team from 2025 due to the departure of Pramac. But he has already chosen us as the reference team for 2027, independent of Pramac, he explained. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to always support this channel to get the most complete information about MotoGP. Thank you.
Che emozione, guarda!
Ehi, cabrone!
Bravo Marco, bravo, bravissimo, bravo, che cazzo!
Oh, anche l'airbag. Ale!
Ehi Marco!
Ale, ti dico che l'abbiamo lasciato passare.
Sì,
Luca, cabrone! Bravo. Avanti sei andato a fuoco all'inizio.
Ale!
Grazie, recine!